Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome. It's Wisdom Wednesday, and I think that you and I should start out with a collective deep breath. Okay, so it is Wisdom Wednesday, and I do this reminder for myself as well as for all of you. And Teresa and I, talked briefly before we went live about how as we're growing, oh, look at the little dog. Oh, they snuck in. See, they want to be put. Oh, three of them. Oh my God, Teresa, this is hysterical. I love it. Okay, we'll just ignore them. Make believe they're not here. Okay, so I want to talk about leading by example, and more times than not, things will fall into place. And I know that I am going through a tremendous amount of growing pains, which is good news, right? And so are you.
Yeah. And it's overwhelming, but it's also something I keep reminding myself to celebrate.
And that's where, when you said that before we went live, I thought, yeah, because like I had my one-on-ones meet at my post-client group, which are people who worked with me one-on-one but don't need the one-on-one every month anymore. They just need me on a consistent basis to bounce things off of me. So it's really successful, business owners, interior designers, coaches, consultants, and they're rocking and rolling and they're getting overwhelmed. And I'm always like, okay, let's stop. Oh my God, remember a year ago when you had nobody. Right. And now you have too many. And that is a obstacle that has to be faced and overcome.
Yeah.
But it's important as you're leading, starting to lead a team, whether it's even a bookkeeper, a social media person, web designer, it's important to try to maintain as the leader your calm, because the minute you start showing all your internal overwhelm to the people you're hiring, that's going to make them feel even more uptight.
It snowballs really quick, out of control. And even your own clients, if you're not keeping yourself composed, it snowballs into clients and the new problems I feel like get introduced that could have been avoided.
Totally. And, I've seen people who have teams and they're like, no one ever works out on my team. No one ever works out. I can't find good people. And you know what? Yes, it is hard sometimes to find good people, but I can often tie that sentence to the person. And I'll say, okay, we need to work on your leadership skills. I've been managing people since I was 24 years old. I don't always do it perfectly, but I've done a lot of training on it, on how to connect with my team, really make them understand how valuable they are to me, and try to keep them out of overwhelm the best I can. Because when I get overwhelmed, I start doing the whole, like, this has to be done. It has to be done right away.
We all do it. We all do it. But like you said, a good team, they need to be nurtured. They're not going to show up and be part of your business and be perfect from the get-go, because they've got to learn to be part of the business, and they need to be nurtured into that business as a valuable member of the team.
Absolutely. And you know what? When you say they're not going to be perfect from the beginning, I think they're never going to be perfect, because neither am I.
No, exactly. And you do such a good job. I want to say that, just being a member of your team, I love how you always bring everybody in to show their value, to show their worth, to respect what they're doing. You take a lot of great strides to do that, and it shows in the success that you and growth that you have.
Thank you. And here's the thing. When you have good people, you don't want your personality to scare them away. Like, let's talk turkey, right? If you have a shitty personality and you're always balking at people and you're not understanding that sometimes life happens and that not everything is a life or death emergency, and sometimes deadlines have to be adjusted. My clients understand that because they see how hard I work to make sure I make as many deadlines as I possibly can. But it's never going to be perfect, because we work in the world of technology, delays in the world of interior design. There's delays with COVID and shipping. Like, it is not going to be possible to be perfect. Just stop trying.
It's not. Yeah, that's a very good. Just stop trying. It's not.
Stop trying to be perfect. Perfection is not achievable because we're not perfect human beings. Systems are not perfect.
Mhm.
Process, even when you have it perfected, like some coaches teach the perfect system, it's never going to be perfect anyway for everybody in every situation.
No, it's not. And when we get to these points of growth, like you and I both are in, that's a great opportunity to look at those systems, to look at those processes, to see what needs to be tweaked to be that much better.
Correct. And there's different skills you have to learn at each like big stage of growth, right?
Mhm.
So first you're doing it all yourself.
Yep.
Then you have to learn to hire and manage people and lead by example, like I'm saying, and control your emotions
Yep.
more so as the leader of a team. And then you have to go one step higher as you grow and start removing yourself out of the micromanaging everything, which is so hard. That's what I'm dealing with now. So hard.
Mhm. It,
But if I don't train myself and lead by example and show how it can be done, even with some, bruises here and there in my own, part, no one's ever going to learn how to do it who's watching me either.
right. Right. And
Right?
that transition that like you're going through is learning to trust people. The empowerment that you're giving to your team by saying, I have to remove myself a little bit more, but I trust you. Like that's huge.
Correct.
That is a huge
Correct.
gift that you can give to the people that you're leading. And I think you do that well also.
Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. And here's the other thing that you do have to learn to trust people. And as you're leading and as you're growing, you have to learn to say, you know what, I'm going to pay for that training, but I don't have to be the one to do it.
Right.
Right? I pay for trainings for my staff all the time. It's like, oh my God, this is a great training at a great price. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to give them the password. Just give me the cliff notes or just implement it. I don't need to know the details anymore, which is such a weird feeling as you start growing your organization, right? Trusting a social media person, trusting a website person, trusting that you can store the information that you need. God forbid that person disappears somewhere, that you can access it and that you know on a regular basis that you check that to make sure you know how to get into your own stuff.
Right.
But you don't have to do it all.
No.
So I really needed to, I see so many, I have many, many consults this month, new consults, new people. And I can tell when they first come on how much they're struggling with growing into being a leader. So I wanted to talk about how important it is to get introspective, think about what do I need to do in order to be a better leader, not a perfect leader, just a better leader. So I want everyone to start thinking about that because really so many industries, the coaching industry, the consulting industry, the interior design industry, all the industries that I coach in are booming.
Yeah.
Everybody's growing. So it's time to make sure that you are leading by example and getting control of your own self-doubts. And we know I have a ton of self-doubts. My team sees all kinds of like, oh my God, what am I doing? Right? I'm like real. Yeah. Like I'm scared. We're going to the next level. But at the same time, I go, okay, I went through that moment and now I have to go back to leading
Yeah.
by example and keeping my shit together.
Well, and I would say too, even in moments where you're like, oh my God, do we have this going on? You still lean into the confident person that you are. You lean into the knowledge that you have. You lean into what you have built and you remember that. And I think that that's one of the great ways that you lead by example because we all have our freak out moments and they're totally okay. We're going to have them. But you don't have to stay there and you never stay there for more than a minute maybe or so. You're like, here's my freak out. Okay, now what are we going to do?
Exactly. And that actually, let's address that for a minute because I will tell you, as the years have gone on, my freakouts used to last longer. The drama that I used to cause for myself, no matter what, whether it's personal or business, used to last, let's say, I'm just going to say a week. And I wouldn't be able to get myself in order. And as I've worked on my own self-development, my own mastery of my mindset, that freak out has gone now probably down to less than a day, more likely an hour. And then I'm like, okay, done.
Okay, we're over.
Right?
Yeah.
We're over it, and now we just need to find the solution, get over the obstacle, find a way around it, over it, under it, make sure the clients are taken care of, and that we've put something in place so something doesn't happen again or something happens in a different way. So really important to always continue to work on, and you know this, your mastery of your mindset and your emotions, because if you can't master that, you will derail at some point. And then what you said in the beginning, I think is key, celebrating the wins, right? I have clients who roll right over. They were literally 6 months ago, I have nobody in my pipeline, Nancy. And now they come to a meeting, they're like, I've got 13, 15 people. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Like, when did that happen? How did that happen? And have we stopped to celebrate that, even though you're stressed?
Right. Celebrate.
Right.
To me, that's just the key. I was having one of my freak out moments on Monday. I was stressed. My inbox was blowing up. I was going crazy. You and I talked a little
I could tell a little bit on our staff meeting that you were stressed, but that's okay.
Yeah. We have contractors here this week, so I'm not getting a lot of quietness in my brain, which is great because that's another abundance for my husband and I. We're getting the bathroom we wanted put in the basement. So it's another moment of celebration. But then taking that step back and being, okay, before this spins out of control, have my freak out moment, do what I need to do to let it out, and then let's regroup and let's take a look and let's see what we can do to reframe this growth for our home, for our, the house that we build together, for my business. It's all good.
Yes.
Even when it's stressful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Growth comes with obstacles every step of the way. And that could equal stress if you let it. It could equal just redeciding how you use your time, redeciding how you use your staff, deciding whether you need to bring on more people, right? It's all these series of problems that we are solving on a daily basis. And that's really what life is. Life and business is a series of problems and obstacles. I hate the word problems, that we are solving on a minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day basis on everything we do, right? We go to the doctor, we're delayed, it's messing up an appointment, right? I'm moving my father from Vegas. I can't tell you how many obstacles we've had with that, with the weather, with the moving truck, with the car, with like everything. It's like, okay, next obstacle we need to take care of and just get it done rather than getting overwhelmed in it. So I hope this helps somebody today, because when you learn to lead by example, not only are you helping the growth of your company, you're also helping your own calm, peace, and stress level.
Yes.
That mastery of your emotions. And again, I'm not always perfect at it at all. There's no such thing as perfection. Yeah. But every day I recommit to it.
Yes.
And that's what you have to do.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Okay, so that's Wisdom Wednesday today.
It was a timely Wisdom Wednesday. We both needed this chat.
Totally. And you know what's funny? Kim said that. Was it Monday? I forgot what my topic was now, but Monday she's like, I so needed to hear that. And she was on it with me. Yeah. So just so you guys know, when it's Website Wednesday, Teresa chooses the topic. And when it's Wisdom Wednesday, I choose the topic. And we literally don't know until 2 minutes before we come live. But that's how much we've given up on perfectionism. Just do it.
Yeah. Just go with the moment. And
Just go with the moment. It's so funny. So anyway, my book rolls out next week. Tuesday is the day. It's definite. It's on. So everyone, I will let you know in advance. If you're on my email list, you will be getting quite a few emails on Tuesday just to help me reach the Amazon bestseller list of between 12 and 3 on Wednesday. I'm very excited, and I hope everybody likes it. It's like going naked in the middle of a square.
I'm sure it's amazing. Honestly, I'm sure it's amazing. So I don't even know. Like, I've seen teeny tiny snippets for website purpose, but I haven't even had a chance to read. So I cannot wait to download it on.
It won't have that. I think I've shown this before. The cover will look like that.
Yep.
Now, this is the proof version. It'll look like that. And yeah, really excited. So, all right, Teresa, thanks for being here with me today. If you guys need an amazing website, please reach out to Teresa at Web Designs by Teresa. She just did my website we didn't even have time to really announce that I had a new website more than on 1 or 2 lives.
Yeah, there's so
Like,
much going on. It's just
there's so much going on. It was like, oh, we redid the website. And usually that's like a big announcement and a rollout. Anyway, go look at my website. It's amazing. Thanks to Teresa and my team. Everybody contributed. And go have a great Wednesday and the rest of the week. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
all right. Bye.
Thanks, Teresa. Bye.